A few days ago, the wrestling world lost a great competitor, and that was Draws. Um, those who don't remember, he was the man in Beyond the Mat that could puke on demand. he's gonna, he's gonna, he's gonna puke. So he passed away earlier today. Does anybody want to add anything to?
I don't want to add anything to this, but also one of our colleagues, Mr. Isaacs,
Yeah.
his grandmother passed away. So I wanted to send a huge shout out to him, let him know that we're thinking of him.
Yeah,
And wanted to
definitely.
give some honor to his grandmother.
Yep.
Absolutely. This 10 bell salute goes to Jaws and also to Mr. Isaac's grandmother.
Yep. All right, here we go.
May God give you a rematch in heaven.
Heck yeah.
All right. Let's start the show.
Just start it. Hit it.
Coming to you live from the FN Worldwide Media Studios, located in parts unknown.
It's the All Effin' Wrestling Show.
With your hosts, Canada Dry, and the JFB.
Kaboom! It's Sunday.
How do you not rock out to that theme song all the time? I'm just back here in the AFW man cave
shredding, baby, shredding. Can't get past that. They got their new album coming out soon. They've been in the studio,
Check it out, guys.
I'm looking forward to it. So I am, of course, the irascible, the never predictable. I'm the odd man out all the time. I'm the JFB, James from Boston.
And I'm the odd man in. I'm the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I go down smooth. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
Woo, Canada Dry. And, of course, we are joined by the joke master himself. He is the Lord of our kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Perfection King, Rich Southwood. What's going on, brother?
Well, JFB, I'm not allowed to use perfection anymore. So we'll just go with inevitable.
Yes.
Rich you may be Lord Rich Southwood, but we have a king now. King Haney.
Yeah.
King it's his kingdom now.
He's not in my kingdom. I'm still Lord of mine, so he can have his land. That's fine.
A king is higher than a lord.
In his kingdom, not in mine.
He's king of AFW, though.
Not my AFW.
You have no AFW. You're just a competitor.
I don't
right here and right here.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. You do have the AFW heart shirt, so.
But I am happy to be with you, gentlemen, today from the official AFW Man Cave.
Yeah.
Welcome, gents. How is everyone? I'm recovering from COVID-19, so
You got the COVID, man. You got the ick.
I've had the vids. We tested positive on Wednesday, so
Oh, jeez.
Feeling better?
And then we got Joseph
mine
Graham.
was really good. My son, nothing really. My wife got the worst of it, but she's
Yeah.
Then we got Joseph Graham over in the garden over here.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? I know you're probably tired of seeing my beautiful face, but another
I
power
can never, ever get tired of seeing that pretty boy right there. Whoa.
Yeah. For sure, man. For sure. And Caleb is in the.
real quick, I got a haircut. My wife says I look like 10 years younger now.
You do. You kind of look a little younger, man. Caleb's in the house. He says, I'm sorry for your loss, Mr. Isaacs. This guy, Aaron.
Who the hell is that? Tell him to take his pants off. What are you doing?
My God. And he thinks that Lord Rich Southwood is ruthless. He's not far from being correct on that one.
So let me ask you something here, Rich.
Yeah.
So were you the one behind Caleb wanted to be ruthless?
I wouldn't say behind it. He had asked, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but he was. Yeah, I was told that you are the one who he loves the most. Is this true?
That could be true. I think that he loves Jay Brock pretty a lot too. So,
Okay.
I would say it would be between him and I. But yeah, Jay and I, we always look out for Caleb. He's our buddy, and we'll always look out for Caleb, no matter where we're at in life.
That's nice.
That's nice. You got to look out for him.
Hell yeah, that's my dude. PCB. Let's go, boy.
But you know what? The line could have had him in their thing because they all love PCB in the line.
Yeah.
Like they even bought the PCB shirts.
I mean, what are you going to do?
I mean, there's not much you can do.
No, except get some W.
Yeah. Get some W on it. Rub some W on it, baby. That's what you need to do.
Oh, you went with the different. You decided not to go with the scrolling one today.
I screwed it up. I got to figure out.
Oh, you meant to go with the scrolling.
Let's go. Oh, there we go. There's the scroll. All right, there we go. There we go.
Stocks,
Hey, there we go.
Stocks on there later, up and down, NASDAQ up, all that stuff.
Someplace in this show, there will be a secret code word. If you can guess the secret code word, the JFB will spare your life, and I'll give you the answer.
Is it Bosco?
It's not Bosco.
Oh, that's the other show.
That's another show.
You know what? Next time on this scrolling, we should have members of the AFW roster and like what their value is on this as it scrolls.
Yeah.
We're going upselling
Like a stock
on
ticker?
the roster.
Yeah.
Stock ticker.
I like it.
I'm in for it. Alexandra's in the house. She says, hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
All right.
Thank you, King Haney, for blessing us with your presence.
No,
I vow to thee.
No, that's not Haney.
Not Haney. That's someone else.
That's someone else.
Haney, oh, embarrassing. I don't bow to you then.
Oh, this is going to be a great show.
Before we get into our rigmarole, and that is our main event, there's a couple dark matches we got to get out of the way. But before we do that, we do got to wish someone a happy birthday. Brett Sargent Hart. Happy 66th birthday, you SOB. My God, the day after Canada Day.
Did you know it was July 2nd all this time?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, like for some reason it always escapes my mind. Now thinking back, I did know it, but didn't you just forget?
Yeah. until it has to come back to you, and then you're like,
yes, and then wait a second. I do remember thinking this last year too.
Exactly. All right. So
this is the stretch of 4 days. You have Canada Day.
Yeah.
Bret Hart's birthday.
Yeah.
Then my birthday.
Yeah.
And then Independence Day.
The Independence Day.
It's like just
so
a
wait,
big
you're
old...
saying you're equal to July 4th, Bret Hart and Canada Day?
Absolutely.
Is this what you're saying to us?
Sort of, yeah.
Absolutely.
You got some balls on you, mister.
Hey, Canada Dry, how many times do I have to tell you? I feel safe in this man's arms. If he wants to be as much...
Don't trust him.
He can do it.
Listen, Golden Graham. You trusted him, and what happened?
Yeah, twice.
Twice. Like, is there going to be some payback coming for this?
Hey,
At
kayfabe,
some
bro.
point.
Kayfabe, bro.
Just gotta play kayfabe, man. Gotta play kayfabe. Let's get to the news, damn it. Here's the news.
News.
From the four corners of the globe, from our studios to your home, this is FNN, the FN News Network, starring Canada Dry and the JFB.
Oh, God, it's the Align one
Oh,
again.
he's back.
He's got strange and unusual facts.
You don't want to see me.
I do, because you have the strange fact of the day.
Yeah, it's just a little jarring when you appear like that in line one. If we had some sort of warning,
Well,
maybe
that's
you wouldn't
my
scare us so
segment
much.
now. Canada Dry said he's a little busy, so he's like, you can do the segment now.
Okay.
All I gotta say is this: the top 10 probes of all time. I have never laughed so hard in my life.
That show was exhausting for me. Being this character is a lot of work.
Yeah, I imagine. So, what is your strange fact of the day, Enlightened One?
Let me take a sippy poo. Oh, that's some good coffee. There we go. All right. The strange fact of the day is this: there's a place in Norway called Hell.
Yes.
And every winter, Hell freezes over.
Oh,
That has been your Enlightened One fact of the day. Put up the graph.
here's the graphic. By God, that's right. If you want to know any more strange facts, just tune in every Sunday where we will have strange facts. Oh, it's Canada Dry. He's back.
He's
Hell
only
Dry.
good. We only got him booked for 5 minutes. So
Yeah, did you see him leave like he took off. He left the room.
he's
pretty
like
quick.
Batman. Like you think you're talking to him, then he's just gone.
He drops a smoke pellet. Where does he get such wonderful toys? So here's our news. Ronda Rousey apparently has a hard out clause in her contract. I don't think she's going to be sticking around much longer. I think she's got one more decent run with Shayna Baszler, and that's it. And I think we're going to see the end of the Ronda Rousey experiment in WWE. Canada Dry, your thoughts?
I don't think they knew what they were doing with her. Like, why didn't we get that Becky Lynch rematch at a WrestleMania?
Yep.
It seemed like they dropped the ball on that, because that would have been a good callback.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to if they do it right. If they can do Baszler and Ronda at Mania,
Yeah.
that could be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Lord Rich Southwood, your thoughts?
Well, I just want to throw out, I didn't really watch Money in the Bank last night, but represent Rhonda. Majin, baby.
What was that on her head?
That's the M from Majin from Dragon Ball Z.
That's
Okay.
what I thought that was. I wasn't
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. Much like she wore the It's Over 9,000 shirt the first time she was there at WrestleMania with Rock.
Yeah.
She's a huge Dragon Ball Z, a huge Vegeta fan.
Yeah.
As am I. So, yeah, rocking out the Majin just like she is. But yes, I she's been there for a few years now, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Off
she's
and
probably
on.
had a couple of decent contracts, made a little bit of cash. I mean, if she can pull one more run out and make it really good, I think she cements herself as a pretty damn good career.
Yeah. 3-time WWE Women's Champion. So, Joseph Graham, your thoughts?
So the latest story that I heard is that with this whole merger between WWE and UFC, they want to run back Rousey and Holly Holm.
Yeah.
That's like the headline of this new big merger company.
Yeah.
So I could see that. But I don't think her contract lasts through WrestleMania of next year. I think she's going to be gone long before then. I think that's why they hastily did this turn last night, because I don't think they had the time to properly build up what they want to do.
Yeah.
The other question I have for you guys is, do you see her possibly, not like a long-term AEW contract, but showing up at AEW randomly here and there?
I mean,
I think it depends on how if this mega crossover fight happens. I think it depends on how that goes.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting to see. I don't I don't want to see her on wrestling anymore. MMA, I don't mind, but I don't know if I want to see her wrestling anymore. I think it's same old set of moves, and she can't cut a promo to save her life. So um, you can only have a grumpy face for so long before finally nobody takes you serious. So
He's not a Ronda guy.
yeah, not a Ronda guy. Not a Ronda guy. I mean, I loved her in MMA, but her WWE run was kind of pathetic. So Noob's in the house. I was hoping for Ronda and Shayna to retain, but yeah, that was bad. I mean, it was pretty bad. For those who don't know, who didn't watch, Shayna Baszler turned on Ronda Rousey in the middle of a match, put the Karakuna clutch on her, and then set her up for the pin from Liv Morgan. So,
I mean,
You know what I don't like about that storyline wise?
what?
You're throwing the titles out like they're garbage.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So was this turn really bad? Because it's par for the course for the women's tag titles in WWE.
Yeah. But why not turn on her because she lost the titles?
yeah, that would have made more sense.
Why you do it? Because the titles are so valuable that screw this friendship. You cost me the titles. Instead, they're doing it the opposite way.
It's because WWE doesn't care about the women's tag titles.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Caleb says, I'm happy for Liv Morgan. She is back from last week. She needs titles back. I agree. I mean, I like Liv. I mean, little more white trash for me than I normally would like from a wrestler. But
whoa, he's throwing shades this morning. Oh man.
Hey, we woke up choosing violence.
I ran out of Wheaties this morning, so just
calling Liv Morgan white trash. Wow,
it's kind of white trash.
So you have Lucky Charms this morning, and you just didn't have enough luck either. I mean,
yeah. No, she's from New Jersey, and there's only one person I know from New Jersey that I like, and that's Louis. That's Louis Hawks.
Bon Jovi. No.
Oh no, God. Bon Jovi, yikes. Kevin Smith, that'd be the other one. Kevin Smith and his gang of clerks, actors from New Jersey as well. So guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Back again.
Backstreet Boys.
Drew McIntyre. That's right. After Gunther successfully defended his Intercontinental Championship against the Bro, out comes Drew McIntyre. So apparently we know who Gunther's next opponent is going to be for the IC title. But here's the kicker. He still doesn't have a new contract. So this may very well be the swan song for Drew McIntyre, because I don't think we're going to see him at All Out or All In.
See, his thing is he wants to be treated better in storylines and stuff like that. He wants his star to be bigger. And so pretty much they can use the 7 months to show him what they're going to do with him.
Yeah, exactly.
If they don't, he's walking.
Yeah, absolutely. Rich, your thoughts?
Yeah, it could be the end of the line for Drew and WWE if something doesn't, they haven't given him what he needs in terms of creative for his character, because I think that was the hang up, right? He didn't like the direction that they were going with him. So, I mean, I guess if they really want to keep him around, they'll figure out a way to do that.
Yeah. Golden Graham?
I mean, I don't really have anything else to add besides what two previous guys said. It definitely feels like I'm going to write out my contract, see if you do right by me. If not, I'm walking.
Yeah.
We have names. We're not just two previous guys. We're not just guy number one and guy number two, damn it.
Thing one and thing two, what are your thoughts? So for those who didn't watch last night, I'm going to give you a big spoiler alert. Here we go. Io Sky won the women's Money in the Bank. Damian Priest won the men's, but there was a time when I thought, in all seriousness, that LA Knight might take it. I mean, that guy's got some. He's got some heat. He's got a push coming on. I mean, the fans, they're not being forced to root for him. They have naturally attached themselves to LA Knight, which I'm super freaking happy for, because I love LA Knight.
That's when someone organically gets over.
Yes, not like
to
Roman.
Me, that is the best, because WWE doesn't have to work hard.
Yeah.
To like They can just give him a bit, and the fans will just gravitate to him.
Exactly.
And that's the ultimate, because you don't need to shove anyone down anyone's throat.
Yeah.
As long as the WWE wants to actually do something with you.
Yeah.
That's the second half of this.
Yeah.
Well, I think if they're smart, they'll do something with it, because like every time that happens, like it's lightning in a bottle. Like Daniel Bryan and his run. You never know what's going to happen. Stone Cold, when he just got over naturally.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. So WWE filed for a trademark for the name Zeus. That's right. Even though Tony Lister Jr., who played Zeus in No Holds Barred, is no longer with us on this mortal earth, they have filed a trademark for the name Zeus. So Canada Dry, are we going to see another large actor portray Zeus?
I think this could just be so they could put him in video games.
Okay. Lord Rich Southwood?
Yeah, I never thought of that. That's interesting. I was going to say, I don't know how do you copyright a name like Zeus like that that's been around since before copyrights? I'm murky on how that goes, but yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense if they want to put them in video games.
Yeah.
I get that. That makes sense.
Yeah. There's no way this doesn't get challenged by somebody. Someone is challenging this copyright. There is, if the copyright office doesn't just smack down and be like, sorry, you can't trademark a freaking god, okay?
Yeah.
It's like, then people are like all the gods. Like, I want this one. And
I'm gonna take Apollo.
I always wanted a Street Fighter game with like all the deities in it. So you get like Jesus, and he's like turning the other cheek until the other guy just gets tired and falls over.
Yeah. CJ Nevermind said if they want to put him in a video game, don't they have to license his image? Yeah, technically they do. But I mean, I'm sure his family is going to say yes, because that's additional revenue.
And obviously they're going to get some money out of the deal.
I mean, the family might, but what about the movie studios? I don't know how that works. I don't know if they still own the rights to it or not.
Well, wasn't that funded by WWE?
It was funded by WWE.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a WWE. It was their first production. Vince McMahon, executive producer. So
remember that line? Oh no, Dookie.
What is it? It's Dookie. I have that on Blu-ray. I'm not going to lie. I will watch that probably about once a year.
Really?
Yeah, that and Ready to Rumble. Two worst wrestling movies that are so bad they're good. So, early estimates for Forbidden Door have come in. Anybody want to take a wild guess at how many buys and how much they made at the gate? Canada Dry, you go first.
For which one?
For Forbidden Door 2.
Oh, they did really good. I can't even begin to guess, though.
Yeah. Lord Rich Southwood, you want to take a stab at it?
I would say they pulled $3.5 million in at the gate, and they had 300,000 views or buys.
Yeah. Okay. Golden Graham?
I don't know how much at the gate, but I do know that it's like the second biggest Canadian gate behind WrestleMania 18.
Yeah. Yeah.
And buys, I'm going to say, like, they've been averaging like usually 150 to 175. So I'll say like maybe like 190.
Yeah. So the official buy is not official yet, but they are saying it's going to be over 141,000, which was what Double or Nothing did, and it's better than what Forbidden Door 1 did last year. They did 1.2 million at the gate. They had 13,167. I think everything but 67 people paid for a ticket. So all those rumors that they were just giving stuff away,
nah,
can't believe it. Can't believe it.
That's just people
that kind of stuff.
wishing demise on a company for some unknown reason.
Anybody want to take a guess who just signed a WWE contract recently?
Carlito?
Carlito! That's right. Carlito is
That's
coming back to the WWE. Apples. I can't wait.
You know what, JFB? I
What?
spit in the face of people
Yeah.
who don't want to be cool.
Hey, we're post-COVID. You can't be doing that no more, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't be spitting apples in people's faces, Joe. That's
I don't know if you can do that in his next run.
Yeah. So Bailey is in the news. She was on Gorilla Position podcast when they brought up about Mercedes Monet, aka Sasha Banks, and Bailey says that she talks to her every single day and begs her to come back to WWE. Canada Dry, you want to see Sasha Banks back?
Hell no.
Rich
Nah.
and Golden Graham.
I think she does eventually.
Yeah.
I think she will, but no, not right now because I want to see what she can do in New Japan, and I want to see. I want her to see her in AEW. I think there's some good stories to be told there.
Yeah. I think so too. I mean, I like her because she's from Boston, so I gotta support my Boston people.
I mean,
Speaking
she
of
is my favorite of the 4 horsewomen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, I mean, speaking of Boston, how great was it to see John Cena come into the ring and
Da, da, da.
That was completely unexpected last night.
Da,
And-
da, da.
just in case you're wondering, our Lord and Savior, the King, Alex Haney says Sasha Botch.
All hail King Haney. All hail King Haney.
You keep talking like that, I'm going to overthrow him. Okay.
He's in your faction.
Okay,
Not for much longer. I smell a turn coming. I smell a turn. So the news out of WWE's home office is they want to start making NXT unpredictable. Let's be honest. NXT is pretty unpredictable as it is. I mean, there is no rhyme or reason with some of the storylines they're going with. But Canada Dry, are you for an unpredictable NXT?
I'm for unpredictable wrestling, period.
Yeah.
If you don't, we do prediction leagues. If everything is if you can predict every single match correct, there's something wrong with the promotion. So I'm for unpredictability because it just makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah, absolutely. Lord Rich Southwood?
I think that there is there is that air of fun of trying to guess and not being right.
Yeah.
And trying to fantasy book and seeing how they took it a different way.
Yeah.
So I do enjoy the unpredictable wrestling because I find a lot of times that you can kind of see things coming, and it's not just in wrestling; it's in all forms of media these days. Or maybe that's just something that I can do. But so when someone surprises me and a genuine surprise, then that's magic right there because that doesn't happen very often anymore. I don't feel like.
Absolutely. I love the unpredictability, but NXT is already unpredictable as it is. I don't know how much further they can take it. Golden Graham, your thoughts?
I would just rather they make NXT good. Unpredictability doesn't equal good, and I find it extremely hard to watch NXT. I've tried to watch a couple episodes. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's not. It's pretty out there. We got 2 more really quickly. Billy Corgan, he is the man who owns the NWA, says that Hulk Hogan watches and supports the NWA. I don't buy this for 1 second.
I can see Hulk Hogan, kind of brown nosing Billy Corgan and just like, oh, I love your product. And then Billy Corgan's just like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. But there's no way Hulk Hogan's even telling him the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Lord Rich Southward, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that it's probably, I mean, it might be true. I mean, he's not allowed anywhere near AEW, and he's kind of a pariah within WWE. So he's got to be able to get his attention
Hulk
somehow.
Hogan might want to take a run and a comeback in NWA, win the belt. It's like, I did it, mother.
I got 10 pounds of gold. It's the only belt he really technically has not had from any large promotion. So, Golden Graham.
I mean, honestly, I don't care. And other than Natalia Markova, I really don't care about NWA. Like, COVID killed NWA for me. Before COVID, like, they putting on entertaining matches. It was so fun. And then they lost everything that I liked about them.
Yeah.
Except, like, all the talent just left because, they went to greener pastures. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody worried about Jerry the King Lawler? He came out and said he's doing much better after his stroke. So we want to give a hearty congratulations to Jerry the King Lawler. Keep working hard and come back stronger because, the wrestling world needs you.
And who else is going to yell, puppies?
Puppies.
Puppies.
All right, guys, that is our news. Let's get into our joke of the week. Now, before we could get into the joke of the week, we have to bring up our sponsor. And I know, like, Rich had to wake up super freaking early. He had to hammer out the joke of the week. And the result is, he was, waking up early in the morning, halfway through the day, you start dragging ass. Well, how do you avoid that? Well, it's very simple. You have to go to w.gg. You're going to order some powder. You're going to order a shaker. You're going to put the powder in the shaker, put the water in the shaker, shake it up, and drink it. No jitters, no sugars, no maltodextrin, no dyes, no artificial colors, artificial flavors. Everything about it is natural. So you're getting that natural boost of energy. So how do I take advantage of this little known secret? Well, you go to w.gg, and when you add stuff to your shopping cart, you're going to put in the code FN Wrestling, and it is going to entitle you to 10% off your entire order, not just one, everything. So go to w.gg, enter in our code FN Wrestling, and you too can enjoy 10% off of all your energy needs. And now here is Joke of the Week.
Hey, this is Bret the Hitman Hart. Every day, people are mocked because they feel that dad jokes are the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. That's messed up. I believe that no one should have to fight for their humor. It's okay to dad joke.
Hit it, Rich.
All right. So, our official joke of the week live. Gentlemen, why is it so cheap to throw a party at a haunted house?
I have no idea.
Why?
Because ghosts bring all the booze.
Oh, yeah! Oh, man.
And that brings the booty.
I was
That
like, this
was-
one's going to get JFB good.
That was good. I like that because they bring all the booze. I love it. That's the way to do it. I'm using that. That's my next joke. I'm telling you. I'm going to crack somebody up with that joke, and I'm going to be like, you know what? It's not from the JFB. It's from Lord Rich Southwood.
What kind of bees are scary? Or not very scary?
What kind?
Boobies.
I don't know. Some of them are pretty scary.
Woo, you're not kidding. You are not kidding. All right, guys, it is time. Caleb says, man, best joke of the week. He kills it every week. Every week he kills it. So let's go to our main event of the evening.
Gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
We here at Effin' Wrestling at JFB, Canada Dry, Southwood, and Golden Graham, we are like the Jim Cramer of professional wrestling stock. We buy low, we sell high, we make our money, we get the hell out like those kids from GameStop. You know, we ape the system, we make a buttload of money, we make the stock exchange look like a bunch of fools, and then we sell high. So
You may be like Jim Cramer, but I'm like Cosmo Kramer.
you're like Cosmo. Yeah, I'll agree with that. You are like Cosmo Kramer. He just, yeah. So we are doing stock up and stock down. And what I'm going to do is I got 4 women from AEW and 4 women from WWE. And then I got 6 from AEW, 6 men, and 6 men from WWE. So I'm going to throw out a couple, and we're going to talk about whether their stock is up and their stock is down. Then at the end, we're going to sell. And we're going to
We're
make
gonna buy or we're gonna sell.
Yeah, we're going to buy or we're going to sell. So we're going to go to AEW and we're going to talk about the TBS champion, Chris Statlander. Canada Dry, you go first.
Her stock is up.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to this time last year,
Yeah.
her stock is really high. How could you not love Chris Statlander? She's just very lovable.
Yeah.
And no one ever has problems within the locker room. So, yeah, stock is up.
Okay. Lord Rich Southwood.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. I think there might only be one person in AEW whose stock is higher right now, but I'll save that just in case that person is mentioned later.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's tearing it up right now. She looks great doing it. She looks like she put on a little bit more muscle, slimmed down a little bit more too from the last injury, which she had already done from the previous injury before that too. So she looks great. I think she's finally in there and getting the push that I think people have been wanting to see from her for the last 2 years.
Absolutely. Golden Graham?
Oh, absolutely. Her stock is up. But here's the crazy thing is it's not as high as it's going to get.
Oh, that's
we're
good
just
point.
on the start of this journey. I think it's going to go through the roof here within the next 6 to 9 months, I would say.
Yeah.
So maybe she's someone that we want to buy at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think so. Yeah.
It's like getting on the ground floor of Apple before Apple explodes. That's what you're getting. Her stock is up to me. I mean, I don't think that there is a women's wrestler right now that's even hitting the strides that she's hitting on either WWE or AEW. The good news is this. She's blown out both knees. She ain't got no more knees to blow out. So, I mean, from here on out, it's smooth sailing. I mean, she could tear a shoulder or whatever, but, her knees medically and surgically repaired. Those things are like cyborg knees.
And then she's got the big old knee braces, so she's good to go.
She's good to go. So let's go to WWE and let's bring up our first guy. And I'm going to bring in LA Knight. I'm going to go with Lord Rich Southwood first.
I think that his stock is up.
Yeah.
He seems to be, like you guys were kind of talking earlier, he seems to be organically getting over with the fans.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised he didn't win Money in the Bank.
Yeah, you too.
Because of that reason. But they must have something else, I think, in plan for him.
Yeah.
So I think his stock's up.
Okay. Golden Graham?
Oh, absolutely. Stock is 100% up. There's this video going around YouTube and Facebook, a 6-month difference in just a fan reaction with LA Knight, and it is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's insane. His stock is up. I mean, there's no two ways about it. I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, he's ripping off Austin. He's ripping off The Rock." Please,
but he's not. He was doing this before he was in WWE as Eli Drake in TNA. So,
yeah, absolutely. I love him. I liked him when he was there, and it made my stomach sick when they were going to make him Max's male models bullcrap. Yeah, Max Dupree. But his stock is up. I mean, it's just going to keep getting better and better. So. Canada Dry, stock up or stock down?
Definitely, this is where it could be if you were to buy him now, you could be cashing in a lot later because she's just going up right now.
Yeah,
the fact he didn't win Money in the Bank could hurt him, as Rich mentioned, but you got to see what they're doing because, as we mentioned earlier, he's getting over organically.
Yeah.
Which is hard to do.
Yeah.
Because the fans, they just like what they like.
Fans are fickle. I mean, that they are very fickle, and wrestling fans are very fickle. So,
I know, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I know a lot of people are upset that he's didn't win Money in the Bank, but I think with him being on SmackDown and with the bloodline looking like it's rounding third coming home, I don't think he's going to need it. I think he'll be able to get into that main event without it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see him and Rollins have a program together. I think that would just be freaking phenomenal. So let's go to AEW and let's talk Ricky Starks. Golden Graham, stock up or stock down?
For me, stock down.
Okay.
I don't know. There's something missing. I don't know. I don't know if it's like after the whole Jericho thing. I feel like I know FTR and CM Punk are doing their best to make him shine, but like he just sort of dwindles in their shadow at times.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, absolutely. His stock is down. Still has the best entrance music in AEW. Might have the best entrance music in all of wrestling right now.
Ooh, that's a bold claim right there.
I'm telling you, man.
I can't agree with that, JFP. I love that. I can't agree with that.
Every day I go on my run.
You counter it in your turn.
Every day I go on my run, and that's the first song that plays is Ricky Stark's entrance music.
Dude,
So
I'm telling you, Swerve's entrance though, slow down the remix.
yeah,
I bang that in my car every single day.
I do too. It's on my run. It's my second play.
It's so good.
Canada Dry.
Theme songs don't have this business being this damn good.
Canada Dry, your turn.
I'm not gonna say his stock is down,
Yeah.
but it's even keeled.
Okay.
I would say it's going down, going up, or going down. I think it's like just staying level right now.
Yeah.
And they need to come up with a good story for him to move him to the next level. Him being on Collision could really help him.
Yeah.
And they could start getting him up soon. But right now he's kind of plateaued.
Yeah. What do you think, Mr. Southwood?
My heart tells me that they don't want him to be on the downward slide, but that's kind of where it's at right now. It may not even be stock down, but it's slipping.
Yeah.
And it's not they're trying their best to get him involved and to get him on TV. They're just for whatever reason, I just don't feel like it's clicking.
Yeah.
I love Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
I would like from the moment he did that face promo when Hobbs knocked him out, I was like, this is going to be gold.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't formulated and came together the way I think anybody was hoping that it would.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So is that up, down, or middle?
I'm going to go down.
Okay. All right. So let's go to our next one. I'm going to bring in Raquel Rodriguez. She is the WWE Women's Tag Champion. She's married to Braun Strowman. Canada Dry, you go first.
I'm not buying what she's selling.
Yeah.
She doesn't have very much charisma.
Yeah.
She's, I don't like it. Stock down.
Okay. Lord Rich Southwood. There we go.
Just down. That's it.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
I don't watch WWE. I don't watch WWE as much as you guys do. So
yeah. Golden Graham, your thoughts?
Oh, it's definitely stock down. Her whole gimmick is look at my back.
Yeah.
Like it's just honestly, like I thought she would be the one to turn last night. I thought that they lose and then she turns on Liv and give Liv that story, but no.
Yeah.
That would probably give her a bit of a chance to be a more developer character.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't buy her as a face. She just screams to me like, let me be the giant heel that I should be.
Yeah. I don't like the fact that she uses Robert Rodriguez, Malega Salarosa, as her entrance. I don't like that. The only thing she has to show off is not a very defined back. It's kind of like, it's just there. It's not really muscular. I think the only thing she's got going for her is that, she's tall enough to ride that ride on Braun Strowman.
Oh,
no. Other than that, stock down, sell right now, because it ain't going to get much better than that. So let's go to AEW and let's go Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho.
Ruby Soho.
Yep. Lord Rich Southwood, your thoughts?
I'm going to say stock all the way up.
Okay.
Especially from this point last year, like the last promo she did was like fire.
Yeah.
Like she's coming along with her speaking. I think she's fitting in well with the Outcasts as kind of like the mouthpiece almost.
Yeah.
I think that this is the best Ruby Soho has been in AEW.
Yeah.
Thus.
Okay. Joseph Graham.
Oh, I agree 100%. Stock up. And the Outcast is the best thing to happen to Ruby Soho.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
she doesn't have to be the number one wrestler. Like, she has her slot in that group, and she is coming into it and just blossoming in it. It's so fun to watch.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna go stock up too. The only reason why I would even say is because her new haircut makes her look like Beaker from the Muppets. Like it's this like green hair that just kind of goes wherever it wants to go. She looks like Beaker from and in fact, you know what? I'm gonna do a side by side comparison because here's Beaker. You can't tell me Ruby Soho's hair doesn't look like Beaker. It just doesn't make sense.
Beaker looks like Ruby Soho and Sheamus's son.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Canada Dry, Ruby Soho.
Ruby Soho, her stock is up right now. Love her. I love the Outcasts. And I love that they don't care who the champion is. Like there's no infighting in that group.
Yep.
Which is perfect. A perfect faction.
It's
we love
refreshing.
each other and we're gonna demolish you.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, let's go to WWE. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with Austin Theory. And we're going to go with Golden Graham first.
Oh, God. I don't know. I think I want to take defense and be like, I think he's sort of plateaued at the moment. Like,
Okay.
So you're going even?
Yeah, I don't think he's not really up. He's not really down. He's not the main focus of the show like he kind of was on Raw when he was the top champion.
Yeah.
Now he's like in this sort of like mid-card feud, I guess is kind of where he belongs. He is the mid-card champion, but with pretty deadly.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see, wait and see, but I just he's not doing it for me at the moment, but he's not doing bad work. He's doing good work. It's just I don't find him must see every week.
I'm gonna go stock down. I didn't like this kid when he was in Evolve. I didn't like him when there's something about him. He's got an okay moveset, he's got an okay look. I don't like the beard. Like
His finisher sucks.
His finisher is horrible. Yeah, the A-Town finisher is horrible. So I'm going stock down. Canada Dry.
Even though he's not the focus right now, I still say his stock is still rising a little bit.
Okay.
So he's still going up. It's not like this. It's kind of just like that.
Yeah, it's like a slow incline.
Yeah. You're like, come on, I need more. Come on, I need more money.
Yeah. All right. Lord Rich Southwood.
I think that right now his stock is leveled off. He's in the middle. And I think that's because Granddaddy Vince McMahon hasn't been pushing him for whatever reason. But that could change at any moment. I think part of it too is probably just the program that he's in right now.
Yeah.
But you can only that kind of character only works for so long unless you have tweaks to go into it or something in the story that makes you want to keep watching.
Yeah.
So I think that's where they're at right now is they're trying to find that next level of what's going to keep this guy interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Golden Graham? Oh, you already did yours, right?
Already answered.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's go to the men's side.
Yours?
Huh?
You did yours for Austin?
Yeah.
He said down.
Yeah, he said down.
Yeah.
This is the most diverse answer anyone's gotten so far.
That's true. Let's go Adam Cole, baby. Coming off of a major concussion. He's still got a little ring rust left in him. So let's go Canada Dry.
With everything that he's been doing with MJF, his stock is up.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see him at Forbidden Door, but just his talking alone on TV is getting his stock up.
Yeah.
They did the recent thing where MJF interrupted one of his Twitch streams.
Yeah.
And he's like, listen, we got to have boundaries.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm loving it. So Adam Cole, stock up.
Okay. Rich Southwood?
I mean, he just had Adam Cole just had a shirt made with MJF, so obviously stock up.
Yeah. All right.
They're putting him in prime position for him to be the top face in the company.
Yeah.
For a while. So obviously stock is up. I'm glad to see him back from the injury.
Sweet. Golden Graham?
Oh, absolutely. Stock up. Like, it's nice to finally see Adam Cole as a babyface, like a pure out and out, just let the fans cheer him like he wants to be cheered babyface.
Yeah.
Like in NXT, he was that tweener. Like he was a beautiful heel in ROH. He was a perfect foil to Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Like it was great.
Yeah. Roderick and all them.
Yep.
I mean,
So like for me, like when I say up, like to me, it's like they've strapped the rocket to his back and they're just shooting him straight to the top.
yeah. Yeah. This is a mission to Mars. It's up, straight up. Man, he is doing some work. I thought I would not like face Adam Cole because I'm so used to Ring of Honor evil Adam Cole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking face Adam Cole. And I usually don't like faces, but I'm buying what he's selling. He could sell me a big red wagon of Dookie, and I'd be like, here, take all my money. Just take it all right now. Stock up for me, for sure.
Want to buy my Dookie?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, there is a big market for that kind of thing out there.
No, the Dookie market is kind of slim right now.
Yeah.
You know what? We're just gonna move on because I'm a little creeped out that you even know that.
I was going to say the same thing. Why do you know there is a big market for it there, Lord Rich?
You know, Sean
subscribes to Dookie Monthly.
sold her food.
Oh shoot!
He subscribes to Dookie Monthly newsletter. So, every month he gets it in his email box and it says, right now, Dookie is at a low time low. So buy
Stock
it.
is down on Dookie at the
Yeah,
moment.
stock is down on Dookie.
Right, let's move
I'm putting my money in guano.
Oh man.
Caleb says, I got your back, Rich.
Woo!
I'm sure Caleb can give you some free Dookie.
Yes.
He probably could.
Yeah.
He probably could.
Let's talk WWE and let's talk Asuka. And let's go with Golden Graham first.
Stock up. Like she's the champ.
Yeah.
Looks like they finally renewed focus on her. If you'd have asked me this question 6 months ago, I would have said stock all the way down.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've done a really good job of building her up. Like I like this the slow burn heel turn with the mist and everything. Like I love the blue mist. It's so different from the green mist that we always see. Like I'm really enjoying her work at the moment. It feels like she's brought in certain elements of her Kana gimmick into WWE.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm going to go stock up as well. She's the champ, and when you're the champ, the world revolves around you in wrestling, and that's just the way it is. But not meteorically going up. I think it's a gradual, incline going up. So Canada Dry.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, but I think that's a little too steep. I think it's probably more like that.
Yeah.
For Asuka.
Like a 30-degree incline.
Yeah, I do think that her gimmick right now is the best she's ever had.
Yeah.
Love the face paint, love the blue mist.
Yeah.
Who knew that a little change in food coloring you could change your whole career?
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Lord Rich Southwood.
I dig it, dude. I think that when she came back, it was like this, and now it's more like the 30-degree. But I think that it was Royal Rumble that she came back, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I thought. When she walked out and had the whole kind of look going on or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't watch WWE often. Everyone knows this, but I watch Royal Rumble and I watch WrestleMania, and I was geeking out when she came out.
Yeah.
It popped me. I was like, whoa! So I think she's real good right now.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to this Asuka and Io Sky program we're about to get.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be a badass.
I just hope they let them go out and act at a pay-per-view have a Stardom style match. That's what I want to see.
Absolutely. So let's go back to AEW. Let's go the Acclaimed. Everybody loves the Acclaimed, according to Anthony Bowen. So Canada Dry, you go first.
Can I go
Dog.
first? Can I go first?
Yeah, Rich Southwood, you go first.
Son of a bitch. I'm about to get a stock down and you interrupt.
All right, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Stock down.
Yes.
They've cooled off since they lost the tag titles. They could go for trios, but like I think House of Black and them could be an interesting feud. I don't know if that's what we're gonna get, but I just feel like they're kind of just out there in the middle of nowhere right now.
Yeah. Okay. Golden Graham?
I mean, I agree it's probably stocked down, but we got to give a shout out to Bowens and that awesome moment he had where he just comes out as like, I'm gay, and everyone's just like, he's gay, like in such a flattering way. Like
I was there live for that. That was amazing. It was crazy. Everyone was just it was great.
10, 15 years ago, that doesn't happen.
No.
And the fact that it went viral, so the way that it did,
yeah.
Awesome.
Boy, she looked embarrassed. She was like, what? You're not gay. I'm going to go stock down as well. I think Bowens is doing some amazing work, but that shine is gone. It's dull. I mean, you couldn't look for a reflection in that polish. I mean, it's a turd. It's right now they're just kind of just floating around until they decide what program they're going to go in. So I'm going stock down. Canada Dry.
Yeah, I'm also going stock down. Interesting though, I like what this QT Marshall and Johnny TV thing could do.
Yeah.
We'll see where that goes because they definitely need some sort of feud. Hopefully, it's like it's only so far you can go with this. Like, Sesame, that gets old fast.
Yeah, it does. I love doing it. I mean, I love walking up to people just randomly going, Sesame, daddy ass. And then they just look at me and run away. So, hey.
Real quick before we move on, you know what I would have loved to have seen?
What's that?
I would have loved to have seen the Acclaim be the ones to join Bullet Club Gold with daddy ass.
Yeah.
Like, because, the DX Bullet Club, like, they go so well.
Yep.
And I think I'd like Bullet Club more if, the guns weren't in it. So,
see, I like them more because they're in it.
I don't.
I think you hate the guns. I freaking love them.
I think a heel turn for the Acclaimed could really help them. They could continue to be bad, just be dicks.
Yeah.
Well, I think it would help Max Caster's raps, to be honest.
Yeah,
they're getting a little stale. I mean, I know
they are.
Like, he does like he's always good with like the current topics or whatever, but they're just not hitting like they used to. And I feel like if they turn on Daddy Ass or something, and they start going back to those heel raps again, I think you get some of that shine back.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to WWE. Let's go on the women's side. We're going to talk about big time Becky Lynch. Let's go Golden Graham first.
I still think I'd say stock up.
Okay.
Like, she's someone who doesn't need to be in a title feud to do big things. And she's literally feuding with a Hall of Famer in Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
That's going to get a prime time spot. She's done real good. Like, a couple weeks ago when she basically got Trish disqualified to get into the Money in the Bank, that promo she cut in the back afterwards was phenomenal. I loved it.
Yeah.
She's like, I screwed myself. Like, it's refreshing to hear someone say I messed up.
Yeah.
Like, it was nice. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, it's nice to not see her be directly involved in the title because, like I said, if you're not one of the four horsewomen, it feels like you don't get any title consideration here until recently.
There you go. Spoken from the horse's mouth. Absolutely. If you're not part of the four horsewomen, you're probably not going to get a title shot anytime soon. I'm going to go stock up. I think she's living her best life. She's a mom. She's a wife. She's doing Applebee's commercials with Seth Rollins. They're sharing desserts. I think she's living her best life like right now. I'm totally for it. Stock up, Canada Dry.
Stock down.
Whoa! I did not see that coming. Okay.
I'm sick and tired of Becky.
Yeah.
Just Becky, like even Rollins. Like I don't know if he's on the list or not, but
Yeah.
just sick of her.
Yeah. I can see it. All right. Lord Rich Southwood.
As someone who doesn't watch that product, I'm not sick of her at all.
Yeah.
And she's getting that FU Applebee's money, bro. She's like swimming in rib tips and shakes and Oreo cookie shakes. I mean,
Yeah.
the girl's got it, dude.
Hell yeah.
I'll say stock up.
She knows what she's
also
doing.
doing Stephen A. Smith's job on First Take on ESPN.
Yeah.
That's not hard to do.
Yeah. Dude says stock down for Becky because she's mid.
Wow. Like,
whoa.
That's a hot take right there.
That's a hot take.
Well, Becky's fine on the mic, but as a wrestler, she's not that great.
Okay.
She's a WWE wrestler, though. You got to keep that in mind. WWE has a specific style.
WWE stock
down. There's an asterisk there.
Let's go to AEW. Let's talk Sky Blue. And I'm going to go Canada Dry first. Sky Blue.
When you say Canada Dry?
Yeah, Canada Dry.
Sky Blue. I used to really, really like her. But the reason I don't
we know you liked your butt. Tell us about her.
No. I was trying to book her on the show.
Yeah.
Didn't get no responses. So my reason I don't like her is because she didn't respond. But now that she's like getting the push, I'm even madder that she wouldn't come on the show because we were trying to get it before she went on the rise. So her stock is really up, and we're never gonna get it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Lord Rich Southwood.
Like, this is not the person I was thinking of earlier, but her and Chris Statlander, there are no two hotter women in the women's division right now.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of stock up on the rise, they're pushing her to the moon, dude, especially with all these shows that they do in Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're going to have another round of it coming out, all out weekend.
Yep.
Dude, she just prints money for them when they're in Chicago. I swear to Jesus.
Yeah.
And I feel like her in-ring work has gotten a lot better too. You can tell she's putting in the work.
Yes.
I like her finisher, the variation of the Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah.
I think that looks really cool in the ring. Her passion is coming through, and she's a beautiful woman. So that is not going to do. She's in a new relationship with Aussie Open's Kyle Fletcher.
Yep.
So I think the world's her oyster right now.
Okay. Golden Graham.
Oh, I agree. Stock up 100%. Like the confidence that she has in that ring is through the roof. And honestly, for me, like she's rivaled only by the New Japan Strong Women's Champion. Why am I drawing a blank to her name?
Willow.
Yeah. Like those two together, I love seeing them. They just exude happiness and confidence. Like it's so awesome to watch. You can tell they're out there living their best life, having the time of their life right now.
Yeah. Stock up for me. She's rocking it. I don't think there's a rookie out there right now that's doing the work that she's doing. She's getting progressively better each and every month, every match. She's getting better. You know, yeah, it sucks that she's not on our show. She thinks she's too good for our show.
How good she is.
No, I'm going to go with stock up, though. Let's go to Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt. Lord Rich Southwood, your thoughts on Bray Wyatt?
I think for right now you have to say stock down just because he's not doing anything.
Yeah.
I don't know what the plan is. I hope that there's a plan in place for him because he's a great storyteller. When he gets there, I think that his angles can be very interesting if done the right way.
Yeah.
But right now, I think that stock is down.
Okay. Golden Graham?
It is so down, so low that they don't even offer to trade it at the moment.
Yeah.
Like
he's been taken off the exchange.
Like I'm not even a fan of Bray Wyatt, honestly, like for personal reasons more than anything, but I don't like him. I don't like his character. Like I'm just not in, like a lot of people are into horror, not my cup of tea. So
yeah.
I mean, but I will admit, I love his entrance musics. They're always so good. But other than that, no.
Yeah. For me, stock down. You got to wrestle in order to get your stock up. I mean, it looked like we had a promising movement. We're going to get a thing with LA Knight. That thing just kind of fell apart really quick, and then like poof, he's gone.
In the
And
worst sponsorship gimmick match ever.
yes, the Mountain Dew lights out. Brought to you by Mountain Dew. Lights out, Mountain
Wood
Dew.
black.
Pitch black, whatever.
black.
Canada Dry your turn.
When he first came back last SummerSlam, it was so promising.
Yeah.
And months went by with little to no story movement. It was just little things. It's like the fans do not have the patience for your crazy storytelling.
Yeah.
It's like, when is this coming together? And
Yeah.
I think that's what really put him off TV is the convoluted storytelling. You got to be simple. You can't make it too crazy. Like, that's why the Firefly Funhouse worked.
Yeah.
That's why Bray Wyatt's character, what's this called? The Fiend worked.
Yeah.
Fiend.
Yeah, because it was simple. When you make it too complicated, the fans just like, where's this going? And I think that's what WWE was problem with him, is because they gave him creative control, and he's just like writing this strange novel.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he took so long, like he was a modern day Glacier from WCW, where they ran vignettes for like 6 months, like coming next week, and they just kept putting it on. And eventually, when he showed up, no one cared.
Yeah, like, oh, hey,
like Uncle Howdy should have been there, like the next SmackDown.
Yeah,
don't take forever to introduce Uncle Howdy.
Yeah,
so I still don't know. We still don't know where this was going.
Exactly,
and it's a year later almost.
Like, they were like, I know they were teasing like a faction, like all of his puppets coming to life, and I think that would have been cool.
That would have been great. I would have paid to see that. So let's go to AEW and let's talk. Well, let's talk about Orange Cassidy. And I'm going to go with Golden Graham first.
I mean, how can it not be stock up? He's the most consistent champion in all of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
And I won't listen to any arguments about anyone else. He shows up every week, whether it's a one-on-one match, a tag team match, a fatal four-way, the 21-man rumble. Like, he is must-see TV.
Yeah.
And he does it so effortlessly.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
stock up.
Yeah, for me, stock up. Plain and simple, that guy works. That guy works. And if you want to see it, he's defended the belt, what, 27 times, 28 times?
I think we're there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge get. I mean, you had to put some stank on that belt. You had to go ahead and put some importance on that belt. They did that perfectly. And he rocks. I love it. I am all stock up. Canada Dry.
You know what really put his stock up to really get this going?
What's that?
Was when they changed the name of the championship.
Yeah.
Yes.
When they made it the international championship.
Yep.
This really elevated the title, elevated him, and he never looked back.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that this was Bryan Danielson's idea for that title. I just have a feeling.
That wouldn't surprise me.
That wouldn't surprise me either.
But yeah, definitely stock up.
Okay. Lord Rich Southwood, your thoughts on Orange Cassidy?
Yeah, it's all the way stock up, and this was the other person that I was referring to.
Yeah.
I think it's been nonstop since he got to AEW. Even before he got the international title, I think in 2020 or 2021, he was a top-selling merge person in all of wrestling. So I mean, the guy is phenomenal, and his gimmick works perfectly. The fans have all jumped on board. If they hadn't before, because I think there was a lot of trepidation a couple of years ago on if this could work, if it could continue to last. But he's given us a little bit more just at the right times to keep it fresh, to keep it enjoyable, to keep it fun. My favorite wrestler. Stock up.
All right. Let's go WWE.
Let's add something really quickly. At this moment right now, if Orange Cassidy beats MJF for the world title, no one would be shocked.
Nope.
Nope, not at all.
It would look nicely on him, and it would go over well. So
Absolutely.
that's how high his stock is right now.
Yeah. Huge. Let's go to WWE. Let's talk. Well, let's talk about your WWE Universal Champion. Let's talk Roman Reigns. Stock up, stock down. Golden Graham.
I mean, it's got to be stock up. He's the centerpiece of the biggest story in WWE. Like, I have loved this story so much that I still think Cody should have won at Mania.
Yeah.
And you could still tell this exact same story.
Yeah.
With the Usos. Because now this story isn't about Sami Zayn. It's not about Cody. It's literally all about Roman Reigns and Jey Uso.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to stock up on Reigns. He's got probably the best storyline in wrestling. I think the storyline they're telling right now with the Bloodline is freaking amazing. And Money in the Bank just shows you that, they're rounding third. They're about to head home. It looks freaking phenomenal. I love Roman Reigns. I love what he's doing right now. Stock up for me. Canada Dry.
I'm gonna go stock up, but not up like this. Just kind of on.
Okay, cool. Lord Rich Southwood.
I will give it a stock up as well, but I do find it interesting that he got pinned for the first time in like 4 years last night. So, that's interesting. But you can't tell that they're trying to bring this all together. So, I'm interested to see how it turns out.
Okay.
You know what's interesting is like it's almost 10 years to the day that Roman Reigns was first pinned on the main roster, and it was by Jey.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, absolutely. So you can't talk about one champ without talking about the other. AEW's World Heavyweight Champion. He used to be known as the Devil. I refer to him now as the Frat Boy because that's the character he's going to be playing with Adam Cole. We're talking about Maxwell Jacob Friedman, otherwise known as MJF. Canada Dry, you go first. Stock up, stock down.
You know that song, Running with the Devil?
Yep.
I always thought it was Running with the Shovel. I thought that's what I thought it was. Running with the Shovel, because that's not safe.
No, it's not.
But yeah, MJF, when he's on TV and he's got the mic, it's must see. This guy is just money when he's got that microphone, and he can wrestle as good as anyone. Yeah, his wrestling ability is right up there. Yeah. He definitely stock up.
Okay. Lord Rich Southwood, your turn.
Stock all the way up.
Yeah,
he's probably the best speaker on the mic in AEW, I would say. I mean, it's a very short list between him, Punk, and maybe a couple other people. But he's just a mastercraft of what a heel should be.
Yeah.
He's a throwback to the 70s and the 80s, and I love it.
Yeah.
Stock.
Absolutely. Golden Graham.
Okay. So here's my controversial thing. It's slightly down for me.
Okay.
Like, I don't deny his greatness.
So like that,
just it's a little bit, but like his promos, they're great, but they're basically the same thing every time here as of late. I want to see, like, I'm hoping that with this whole thing with Adam Cole that it evolves his character a little bit, because I feel like every time we get that step forward with MJF, we get like 2 steps back in his evolution of his character. Yeah. It's like he falls back into what he's comfortable with, which is not bad. It's just we've seen it now for going on 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm ready for something a little new with MJF.
Yeah. I'm going to stock up, and here's the reason why. You want a sniveling, backstabbing heel, MJF can do it. You want the serious, real, down-to-earth, like super serious heel, MJF can play that. There's not anything that MJF can't do right now. He can play any heel that you need him to play. Now he's playing frat bro heel. I mean, and it's hilarious because like, dude, bro, let's go have a keg. Get on Twitch and start streaming, dude. Yeah, we'll paint the town red. Hey, generic white guy. I mean, the fact that he called Roddy a generic white guy.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Relax.
it's hilarious. Like, he's quick.
You can insult someone as much as you want.
Yeah.
As long as you say, I'm kidding, relax at the end.
You have to do it with all due respect. With all due respect, I don't want to offend you, but
Not to offend you.
I'm about to offend you.
But then you can say something really rude.
Yeah. So let's do two more. Let's go to the ladies. Let's go to AEW, and let's talk Britt Baker. Stock up, stock down. Lord Rich Southwood, you go first.
This hurts my soul. But stock down.
Oh, ooh. I was not expecting that. Almost
I
made me
know.
spit my Coke out, you son of a bitch.
Because what I mean, they've been doing the Outcast thing, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like that's what I don't feel like I see her on my TV enough. I don't feel like I hear her talking enough. Even with the whole thing with Adam Cole and her, him getting handcuffed and her getting beat up and everything, like there was a couple mentions of it here and there, but like I just don't feel like she's been a part of it, and it just really hurts me because I feel like she's probably the best talent that they have.
Yeah, absolutely. Golden Graham, your thoughts?
It's stock down, but it's not her fault.
Yeah.
The injuries have, like, she really has a bad back injury or something that's just limiting her. So, yeah, like, I mean, unfortunately, it's just it's an unfortunate situation for her at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going with stock up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to go squash. I love Britt Baker. She is one of my all-time favorite female wrestlers in AEW, but she's kind of stuck in this weird limbo that I don't think she's used to. And I think that she's now being the dutiful girlfriend and making sure she's there for Adam Cole until Adam Cole gets back to being 100%. I think that's her role. I think she's there to make sure Adam doesn't get hurt or that nothing stupid happens to him. So I'm going with stock with a push on that one. Canada Dry?
Her stock is slightly down. Just
Slightly down.
Not much. And that's because she was a non-playable character in this whole thing. Like, just being the beaten up person in the Adam Cole story with Jericho.
Yeah.
That, like, really? And just kind of being a victim of the outcasts with not getting back. It seemed a little odd. And with a win over Ruby Soho this Wednesday, you could easily start climbing back up.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not going to take much to flip the script on her.
Yeah.
Because the base work is done in there.
Yeah. Let's go to Charlotte Flair. She's our last and final person. Charlotte Flair.
You put her on the list.
Yes, she's on the list. And we're going to go with Golden Graham first. Golden Graham, your thoughts on Charlotte Flair?
Oh, my God. Stock down for me. I can't stand her. I don't enjoy the character of like, oh, I'm the best, so I just get to come back, win a title, go away for 6 months, come back, get a title shot, win the title. Like, there's no character development in her whatsoever. None.
Yeah.
It is like she is creator wrestler number one with all of her daddy's moves.
Yeah.
Is what I feel like.
Yeah.
With a little variation. Like, it's just like, I remember her saying when she first came up, she's like, oh, I don't want to be known for my last name.
Yeah.
But that's all you are.
Yeah.
Act like your dad. You talk like your dad. You wrestle like your dad. Like, you dress like your dad. I mean, there is no distinguishing between her and her father.
Yeah. Well, other than
male, female, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to stock up. She's looking lean. She's got a slight mean streak. I don't like the fact that she just can walk in and go, hey, I'm like the Brock Lesnar of the female division, and I'm just going to show up every 4 months, wrestle for a few things, and then I'm going to take off and, do whatever I need to do. I don't like the fact that she's a 15-time or 14-time women's champion. That's just too much for such a young career. Like, it took decades for her father to become a 16-time world champion, or according to WWE, we know it's a lot more than that. But yeah, but she's looking lean, she's looking mean, she looks fantastic. So I'm going to stock up. Canada Dry, you go next.
Stock is down.
Okay.
I agree completely with Golden Graham. Why don't you take a little time and come up with an actual gimmick that has nothing to do with your dad?
Yeah.
Like, she could come out singing Cher.
Yeah.
She does look like Cher sometimes. It's scary.
Like, just do the Cher gimmick and just laugh at yourself.
If I could turn back time.
Like, she just lip sync to it as she's coming out.
Could you imagine her coming out in the boots and the fishnet stockings from that video?
Oh God, that would be hilarious.
She would get over like that.
Yeah.
Like, even if they booed her doing it, she would be over.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's how simple it is to come up with a gimmick for yourself.
Yep.
That is not about the world title.
Yeah.
I agree. Lord Rich Southwood, your thoughts?
Yeah, I will say stock down for the simple fact that obviously it doesn't seem like her character is connecting with the audience. So I'll say stock down.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you put up that last comment from Noob? No, the one below it. Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte.
All right,
like,
guys.
Charlotte.
We're at the
I like to use the turlet.
If I could find a way.
Thank you.
I see an AFW karaoke video in our future.
There we go. I'm telling you.
Oh, we're definitely singing that song.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. So let's pick. How many stocks do we want to pick? We want to do just
We'll
one.
pick one man and one woman each.
Okay, one man, one woman. Stock that you're
one,
going
we're
to buy.
selling one.
Yep, buy one and sell one. So let's go with. Let's go Lord Rich Southwood first.
Okay, so for my buy, I'm buying Ricky Starks because the stock is low and I think it's going to go high for me to be able to sell high later. So I buy Ricky Starks and I sell Becky Lynch.
Okay.
Now, let me just say, you don't have to have someone from our list. You can go anyone.
No.
Yeah. Oh, because I'm about to.
Oh, so we don't have to pick from the list for buy and sell?
No. Golden Graham, your turn.
Okay. So based on my answers for sell, I'm going to sell MJF because he's really good, but you got to sell high.
You're getting some good money for MJF right now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm going to stick with the list. My buy, who's relatively low, I'm going with the TBS champion, Chris Statlander, because I think she's about to take off.
Yeah. Man, I cannot wait. To see what they finally do with her. I'm going to go with, for my sell, I'm selling Raquel Rodriguez. I bought her early when she was in NXT. She comes from a great family of wrestlers. Her dad was a wrestler. Her uncles were wrestlers. She comes from a pretty dynamic family, but she is just the most generic Mexican wrestler I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, it's just generic. And it's really sad because for somebody her size, she should be destroying the competition, and she's not. For buy, I'm going Damian Priest.
That's a good
Money in the Bank. I love this guy when he was Punishment Martinez in Ring of Honor.
Oh, he was so good in ROH.
He was so good, but he is dynamic. Like, WWE is the perfect fit. If he goes anywhere else, it all changes. He is so dynamic when it comes to, and the fact that they made him Money in the Bank, we know Judgment Day is going to split up. We know he's going to go after Seth Rollins. And I can't wait to see them put the belt on Damian Priest, because this cat, He moves, and he's 6'7", 6'8", 6'5", 6'6". That guy can move like he's a 5'10" luchador. Like he's.
Can I say something about him real quick?
Yeah.
That's what they did in Money in the Bank, where you just see his hand come up, out.
Yeah.
The way they frame that, like, that's what WWE does so good. And it just made him look like a monster. It was great.
Yeah, absolutely. Canada Dry, your turn.
All right, so I'm selling Becky Lynch because she's at a high right now.
Yeah.
And I need to get some money.
Yeah.
And I don't see her going any higher. So let's get some Becky Lynch money coming in.
Okay.
And then I'm investing in Natalia Markova because we've been riding her coattails since we started. So why stop now?
Okay.
Valid point.
And you get her low, and we can ride her coattails to the top.
Hell yeah. All right, guys, that is our show. Holy Christopher Columbus. We sang some songs from Cher. We did some buying. We did some selling.
Told some jokes.
Told some
Disclaimer.
jokes.
This disclaimer, I think we should say, don't take our financial advice to heart. We are not financial experts.
Well, can you buy wrestler stock?
I mean, Noob says he's selling Charlotte Flair because she lacks character development, and I guess he's buying Natalia Markova. I don't blame him.
He's taking some Canada Dry advice here. Yeah.
I mean, can you buy and sell a human being?
Not legally.
Not legally. But there's a game that came out. There's a game. It was called Box Office something, and like you owned a theater and you had to fill it with, kind of like stocks for movies. So like this movie, if it opened up with this much, the JFB might do that for wrestling. I think that's in the works. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But
first AFW video game.
Hell yeah, buy and sell.
Well, yeah, we can get some games going.
Yeah, we'll get Canada Dry wearing a cowboy hat, going, "You gonna buy a shell?"
Give him the big cowboy boots and the big cigar.
You got to get someone out there doing like the auctioneer, be like,
oh, that's that legit B.
I'm gonna get them two boys.
Well, I guess you best be buying this stuff here.
Yeah,
I reckon.
All right. Well, you want to get in touch with us? There's multiple ways you can do it. You can go to fnwrestling.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom, locate our social media links, click on them, join AFW, our prediction league. Or you can do it the easier way, and that is look right below in our description at youtube.com/fnwrestling. We have all our social media right there. You click in, you can join the community, you can join AFW, you can do everything. You want to support the show? Well, you can buy tiers on YouTube. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50 gives you the opportunity to support our show. So where does this money go? Very simply, when we get guests aren't free. Buff Bagwell didn't jump on to do our podcast because how good looking the JFB and Canada Dry are. No. We flash him some cash, some Canadian money. Looks like Monopoly money. And we got him. So if you want better guests and you want more guests, then the only way to do this is to support us. And that's one of the ways. Jump on a tier and support us that way. Or perhaps you want to get a shirt that says, I support the All Effin' Wrestling Show. I support Effin' Wrestling as a whole. Rich has got one down there. Mine's in the laundry. Also, I would have wore mine. But yeah, the middle fingers. Now, as good as it looks on Rich, and trust me, Rich is quite the looker. Not as good as this, though.
No, it doesn't.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Natalia Markova. She is the face of Effin' Wrestling. She also likes the All Effin' Wrestling Show, and by God, thank God she does, because that shirt on me looks ugly. But on her, fine.
I don't think it looks ugly. You look good. You just don't look Natalia good.
I don't look Natalia good. That's it. So if you like this, all you need to do is go to prowrestlingtees.com/effin' wrestling. And if you like old school wrestling, and I know that you do, Dark Side of the Ring has an episode coming out. Bret Hart said, if you look up Party party guy in the dictionary, you're going to see a picture of Adrian Adonis. We're going to find out a lot about Adrian Adonis, but one of his shirts is going to appear on the actual show, and that is this shirt right here, the adorable Adrian Adonis. And so you're like, JFB, where in the hell can I get that shirt? Well, you go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can get all your Adrian Adonis gear. What do we got coming up this week on the show?
We got on Wednesday, we got a regular Dynamite After Dark, and then on Friday we have Wrestling of the Paranormal, and of course on Saturday we got the Magic of Wrestling and Collision After Dark, and then again we're back here on Sunday with the All Effing Wrestling Show. So we got a plethora.
A plethora.
A plethora.
If you need a wrestling podcast, one of these 5 have you covered.
Yeah, exactly. We have what it takes to keep you entertained for like about 5 minutes, maybe 10, maybe 20. So, on behalf of Canada Dry, Lord Rich Southward, the effing Golden Graham, I am the JFB.
Sometimes life, it's hard.
Yeah.
And, we're walking on this trail of life, and sometimes you fall and you slip and you hurt yourself.
Yep.
And you got to dust yourself off, get back up, and remember to just keep fighting.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Hit it.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at ProWrestlingTees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.